And Ray said that you was forcing some gay shit on him. Okay, so Ray come walking in the barbershop. He bring it up again. Hey Ray, tell DB what you said about, the gay shit. Ray like, man, stop playing, man. Something. He say something else. And then I just immediately started going around the room and started saying some things. I'm sure that made him upset. And I guess other people would probably say I fronted them off. Let's say how it really is. We all could say things about each other that people would probably say was gay. And he was young, so he wasn't really able to hang out like we were. But I was still going over to the house, but it was kind of at distance.
Snakewood Net Hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spotter Low. I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Food Chain beat the brain out of Lil Wayne on my mama. Suwu gang, if you ain't from that, you in the food chain. This food chain creeding it for death though to this day. On my mama. No, I'm just playing, but I ain't playing. But this title called me the Lil Wayne hoax. Somebody is up on game about his claim to fame with that Pyru gang. These dudes was queerdos where hip-hop would go for anything. But with no further ado, let's see what they say Lil Wayne has been up to.
Don't listen to what people say. They know about you. Put it out your mind, 'cause it's jealousy. They don't know about this feeling. Don't listen to what people say. They know about you. Put it out your mind, 'cause it's jealousy. They don't know about this feeling. So I know that it's gonna take a lot of trust from you for us to make it through.
I've been in the game since I was 8. I've been writing rap since I was about 8. He kidnapped me. They been him kidnapped me. I was 9 when they kidnapped me. So, I've been thugging since I was 9. You understand? And then I had a few family problems, so I drifted off, then I got back with them. Now I make 15 months, and I'm on my first solo album. It's through. It's be out October 19th. The Black is High.
Some would say Lil Wayne stands as a pivotal figure in hip-hop history. Originally named Dwayne Michael Carter Jr.
Imagine having that background, realizing success, and when the camera get in your face with a microphone and they ask you about the struggle of black people, you separate yourself from it. It's talking about you rich. You don't know nothing about racism. What's that? You varmint.
Born on September 27, 1982, in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we mentioned in our documentary, hip-hop's biggest psyop, Wayne has profoundly influenced the sound and trajectory of modern rap. Once Wayne made Supernatural more powerful than the streets, rappers who weren't street-affiliated had a way in. The new dominant flex was about being mentally unstable, detached, or above human concerns, which led directly to emo rap. Before Lil Wayne, pre-2008, mental instability was seen as a weakness, not a flex. After Lil Wayne, 2008, embracing supernatural demonic themes makes you more powerful. Being mentally unstable is a flex, not a weakness. Street credibility is secondary to persona and myth-making. Yet this influence should not be romanticized. Promotion of drugs.
Eazy was on that way back. When he died, he was calling himself the devil's son-in-law, talking about smoking weed with the devil. It's the end of the world, and niggas ain't got no satisfaction. He had went into that lane.
Violence, lean, and pills has positioned him as a dominant force in mainstream culture. Wayne's persona has been bolstered by fabricated childhood narratives that construct a facade of street credibility aimed at enticing consumers. When listeners believe in his authenticity, they feel compelled to invest their money in his music, until the culture shifts and his real character emerges. Growing up in the Holly Grove neighborhood of New Orleans, Wayne was raised by his mother. Allegedly, Wayne's biological father abandoned the family, and his stepfather was tragically killed. Birdman became a father figure to him. It is said that by age 9, he joined the Cash Money Records label, becoming the youngest member of the label. Birdman eventually takes the preteen rapper, saying, "I just wanted to help him."
He just kept coming. He wanted it. He wanted the life. And I just wanted to help him because I ain't want him to live my life. I just saw some young bro with some talent, and I thought I could help him.
But here in the clip, Wayne says something different about the age of meeting Birdman.
I've been in the game since I was 8. I've been writing rap since I was about 8. He kidnapped me. Baby and Slim kidnapped me. I was about 9 when they kidnapped me.
You know him since you were how old?
I understand. I messed up when I was 11, May.
Or either 9 or 11. And ever since then, he been kissing him in the mouth. How is that not molestation? Somebody please make that clear to me. The story goes, according to Wayne, he kidnapped me at 9 and started putting his mouth on my mouth. That is terrible.
1993, May.
This statement runs counter to Birdman's origin story.
His parents went to school with my brother and sister.
Hey, you know, my mama went to school with him.
His parents went to school with my brother and sister.
Wow. You know what I mean? All she would say was like, boy, that boy was 14 with $1 million. And she was scared of him. You know who baby wasn't. He's a million.
Furthermore,
first saw my first million, I was 14, turning 15.
What's some of the first shit you bought?
I ain't buy nothing because I couldn't buy nothing.
That's a lie. That's cap. Young Buck said he remember when he met them niggas and he got around them. He said he's around them for a while. He, baby went to sleep and he went over to the dresser and was looking at his jewelry. And he said all the nigga watches was Geneva's. He said in the bling bling video was not one diamond in that book. Oh, my, that was cap. They been capping. Fake it till you make it. Now he still capping. Ho No Honey run, right? That's why they so good. That's why he ain't just through with Ho No Honey. He with the cap.
Because I was in the streets. I wasn't going to send myself to the penitentiary.
Let's consider this point. It's simply implausible.
That's something else they got from Eazy-E. Eazy-E said, had everybody thinking I was only 15. He was a grown-ass man, marketed himself as 15 for a long time. Oh, my baba. Y'all sleep, slow-tarded, slipping. Don't know, these dudes used to be crippin'. They tripping, known for flipping. Oh, my baba.
No 14-year-old from the projects could manage to hold on to $1 million without facing serious danger, such as being robbed or killed. It is essential to recognize just how extremely challenging it is for a young teenager to accumulate such wealth, especially without the life experience needed to navigate the risks of incarceration. Remember, he allegedly came out of the boy's home, so he was already under some kind of radar.
As a young nigga by older niggas, right? When I come out the boys' home, I went straight to the streets. Right after that, the streets became my life.
On the afternoon of November 11th, 1994.
My mom ain't get off till late. You know, I snoop around the room. Find, like, damn. I found a pistol. I was in there on my rap. Got a gun, music blasting, thinking I'm safe. Playing around. And after that,
Cheddar Bob Bozo.
They assert that the shooting took place on November 11th, 1994, as he was engrossed in watching the Big Papa video by the Notorious B.I.G. on television.
And yeah, I was watching, I could remember, it was Notorious Big video on I Love It When You Call Me Big Papa. Yeah, I remember that.
This vivid account offers us a compelling starting point for further research to verify the details surrounding that day. The music video for Notorious B.I.G.'s Big Papa debuted in January 1995.
But on the afternoon of November 11th, 1994,
I was watching, I could remember it was Notorious Big video on, I love it when you call me Big Papa. Yeah.
Given this timeline,
what would be the point of lying about something like that? It's crazy weird.
It's evident that he would not have had the opportunity to see it before its release. This situation raises a crucial question about the context of the story. Is he genuinely misremembering? Both children and adults can significantly retain memories of traumatic experiences, particularly those involving near-death situations. However, the multitude of inconsistencies in his narrative suggests that this isn't just a simple case of misremembering. It appears to be a crafted story intended to enhance his persona as he transitioned into mainstream popularity. While it's understandable that mistakes can happen when recalling ages, given the pivotal role this narrative has played in shaping his career,
Hey, I done had memories that done blended two incidents into one after this time. After you done lived so long, yeah, memories that do some weird shit on you until you like be talking about it with somebody else, and then you'll realize on your own, like, oh yeah, that wasn't that day, that was, and but yeah, oh blah, it's crazy.
one would expect that he or his team would have verified the details by now. In one instance, he claims to have been 12 years old when he shot himself.
At the age of 12 years old, I shot myself.
In another, he states he was 14.
I was 14.
Oh, yeah, you don't make the mistakes. You make a mistake between 11 and 12 or 12 and 13, 14 and 15. You don't mistake getting shot by 2 years when you're this young. It just don't happen.
I was in the crib.
It's worth noting that back in 1999, he falsely claimed to be 14.
You turned 15 Monday?
Yeah.
You're 14 years old?
Yeah.
You turned 15 Monday?
Yeah.
You're 14 years old?
Yeah.
He was allegedly born in 1982. This interview was in 1999. Do the math. So do we really know the age of Lil Wayne? He was effectively saying the shooting happened around the time of that interview. Moreover, his accounts of how the police were alerted are conflicting. In one interview, he insists his friend called the authorities.
Everybody jumped over my body to go get the guns and drugs. We called the ambulance.
We called the ambulance.
Didn't he shoot himself in the hand? What do you mean jumping over your body? He was... That's confusing. I could have swore he shot himself in the hand.
While in another, he says he crawled to the phone to make the call himself.
Laid out on the floor, he crawled to the phone and called 911.
This level of misremembering is beyond coincidence. It suggests a deliberate attempt to alter the narrative, as if they expect us to forget previous statements or articles.
Hey, dude, that was before the internet became what it once was, and people were saying all type of shit, not realizing the internet was going to be what it is today with such a massive memory. Oh, blah. Receipts.
Then there's Robert Hubler, the New Orleans police officer who supposedly played a crucial role in saving Lil Wayne at the ages of 11, 12, 13, or 14. Lil Wayne mentions Uncle John in one interview.
Looking up at him like, who are you? He said, I'm Uncle John. That's what he told me his name was, Uncle John.
Only to
He got all this affection for these white people, but he don't feel. That's why he, I don't know nothing about racism. I'm a rich nigga. You know, he was a C-double-O-N hood on my mama looking like young Pharaoh face muff.
Later switched to Uncle Bob.
He said, don't worry, my name's Uncle Bob. I know a good motherfucker named Uncle Bob, though.
He said, I'm Uncle John.
I know a good motherfucker named Uncle Bob, though.
Wow, maybe his name is Bobby Johnny or Johnny Bobby, Bon Job, John Bob. Wow.
These glaring contradictions cannot be ignored. With such a tangled web of conflicting statements, It's difficult not to suspect that there is a deeper level of deception at play in the story surrounding Lil Wayne. The ending story is that the officer grabbed Lil Wayne after being shot, put him in his squad car, and drove to the hospital.
He picked me up and he told whoever was driving, he's like, behind the wheel, now.
They opened the door for me because I had him in my arms. I was carrying him just like a baby.
This is another false story. We see here from the Trace website. In New Orleans, police officers generally do not transport gunshot victims in their squad cars. According to a spokesperson from the New Orleans Police Department, officers are instructed to secure the scene and await EMS transport. There are no instances on record of police routinely transporting shooting victims. Did you catch that? There are no instances on record of police routinely transporting shooting victims. Unlike cities such as Philadelphia, which have formal policies allowing officers to rush gunshot victims to the hospital, New Orleans does not have such a practice. EMS is the designated responder. The New Orleans Police Department relies on trained EMS personnel to transport and provide medical care to shooting victims. But why not? It should be obvious that scene safety and crime investigation, officers' primary responsibilities at a shooting include securing the scene and preserving evidence, activities that would be hampered if they left with a patient. Lack of medical training. EMS responders are equipped and trained to handle medical emergencies. Police are not. No official allowance for transportation. As noted, there's no instance where officers transported a gunshot victim, or any victim for that matter, per the department's standard policy. If the story were real and Lil Wayne had succumbed to his injuries, the repercussions for the officers could have been severe, potentially exposing them to significant legal liability. Furthermore, if Lil Wayne or his friends called the police while bleeding out, why did dispatch only send police officers and no ambulance?
4 New Orleans policemen responded to the call.
Convenient for the story, right? I guess they were bending all the rules for this future rapper. Lil Wayne shares images of his wounds.
Yeah. Where'd you hit yourself?
The chest.
Let's see.
There.
Wow.
Came out through the back.
But how can we truly verify that they originate from the incidents he describes? The truth is, we can't.
I could have swore it was the hand, but he took a little Eazy-E story, a little 50 Cent, and all rolled it into one.
Those injuries might stem from an entirely different situation altogether. Let's not take everything at face value without seeking deeper clarity. Let's take a moment to reflect on our documentary about emo rap and hip-hop, as this clip highlights some important points we've made. So the modern rap narrative is, if you're not depressed, you're not real. Note that the key industry tactics are that they normalize depression as an idea.
That's deep. Lil Uzi Vert, Juice WRLD, Triple X, Trippie Redd. He ain't lying, he got a point. I didn't realize that.
Identity. Fans now see themselves in these sad rappers. They push pills as a lifestyle. Percocet, Xanax, and lean are constantly referenced.
About mental health.
Not to mention Rod Wave. Whoa, he's so depressed.
What I wish they knew is that it's real. That is real. And there is no bar to measure how real.
Horrorcore and gangsta rap were industry tools to control black expression. Now, depression rap and pharma rap are the new tools being used. The narrative surrounding this genre has evolved significantly, shifting from a superficial, wannabe street story.
Carrying a gun then, too?
Yeah, I stay strapped. I mean, I'm strapped right now. Like, you can't go nowhere not strapped.
I was in there on my rap. Got a gun. Music blasting.
The one that resonates with themes of depression to fit the times.
He also talks about when he was 12, coming across a gun in his mother's house and shooting himself in the chest, just missing his heart. Now, before he's called this an accident, you've heard him talk about it on songs, but on a new verse, he admits that it was a suicide attempt after his mother told him that he would no longer be allowed to rap.
This change appears to be aimed at connecting emotionally with listeners in order to drive album sales, with articles saying he started noticing his mental health issues as early as 10 years old. This pattern of constantly changing the story is proof that.
But that's the truth. If out of nowhere this grown ass, black, sweaty, nasty motherfucking grown man start kissing you in your mouth, yeah, your issue will start right there. That's the point in your life where your trauma will begin. Facts. Especially if you never kiss another man in the mouth after that. He tells you he did this to you because he looks at you like a father figure, and you grow up to have your own male sons. You don't have the motivation to kiss them on the mouth one time, and this man who wasn't actually your father did you like this, you feel violated. Oh, my mama.
It is serving an agenda. After all, Lil Wayne said this.
I got shot, I took a bullet. It ain't like I done it on purpose.
I got shot, I took a bullet. It ain't like I done it on purpose.
So again, Wayne just admitted it wasn't done on purpose. This just proves my point. This story is serving more than one agenda, and the other side of the tale plays directly into the racial tensions.
Everybody jumped over my body to go get the guns and drugs and whatever they could find. It took one guy to stop right there and cuss everybody that hopped over me out. Like, what the f are y'all doing? Picked me up, brought me to the hospital. He didn't drop me off at the ambulance and say, you take him. He brought me to the hospital room. He was white as snow.
Yeah, you shot yourself. What the f? Oh, the white people got him. A white man utilized his privilege to assist you, and now he your best friend, huh?
That hopped over me was blacker than me.
Was he a cop?
Yeah, he was a cop, and my life was saved by a white man.
During the time of this interview, the racial tensions were high within the media. Lil Wayne was sent to further agitate the black community with this interview. When considering the many contradictions surrounding Lil Wayne's life and statements, we should question the reasoning behind these shifting narratives. Some might claim he's simply high or under the influence, but if that were the case, how could he so effortlessly recall specific phone numbers?
Lil Slim was there. He introduced me to Baby and them, and I spit for Baby, and they gave me a card. And I ain't never stopped calling the number on that motherfucker. It was two numbers on there. It was 522-3660 and 596-5109.
For one, I don't know if he's going to confirm if that's the correct number. We don't know if those are the right numbers. But, I can remember right now numbers I ain't dialed in over 20 years. 637-0742, 538-9120. Used to be 321-9120, 537-1257, 777-8310. Numbers have a rhythm to them that you kind of like, you can't really go by that.
The 3660 was the office number. The 5109 was Baby's beeper number.
You can't have it both ways. His reputation for substance use seems to allow for a convenient excuse when it comes to altering his stories, making it easy for listeners to accept whatever he chooses to say. These inconsistencies warrant a deeper investigation into the true motivations at play. We should question the claim that Lil Wayne's father was killed or that his biological father has played no role in his life.
Your name's Dwayne, right?
Real name.
So why'd you drop the D?
I'll tell you right here on TV. I dropped the D because I'm a junior. My father's living. And he's not in my life. And he's never been in my life. So I don't want to be Dwayne.
I don't blame him. If his father's living, I don't care if he was in your life. You let this nasty, bald-headed, greasy motherfucker take me out of your care and start kissing me on my mouth, and ain't no telling what else he did to him that hasn't come out. Because Wayne probably had never had the courage to tell the whole story, just like Hassandra Kambata ain't telling the whole story. He's talking about he got thigh and didn't get really violated. Yeah, right. Oh, he's talking about Nori's door, but you went through the Godfather of hip-hop's door, and you told us when you walked inside that door was Vaseline and bad odors. Oh, my mama. He was running up in y'all motors.
I'd rather be Wayne.
Does he know that?
He knows now.
In a sense, he should have changed his entire name to Brian Christopher Carter Jr. or Reginald Carter Jr., not Dwayne Michael Carter Jr. The point is, he's still adopting the name Jr., even though he claims he doesn't want to be associated with his real father. With the numerous fabrications that have emerged throughout his career, it's only logical to be skeptical of these narratives. Also, the circumstances surrounding meeting Birdman are suspicious.
His parents went to school with my brother and sister.
I spit for Baby. I met him, it was at a record store. Lil Slim was there, the artist, the dude. He introduced me to Baby and them, and I spit for Baby. And
BG was already living with me.
Okay. And his mother knew BG's mom.
BG mom.
Baby seen that little young boy say, oh yeah, I need that, and got the sucking on his mouth. That's crazy.
Gave him to me.
Okay. And you were at this point,
I told her about 17.
This is also crazy. They're 13 and you're 17 and their parents are giving that to you.
I was a kid. I was a baby raising babies.
Yeah.
So, are we to believe that BG's mother would entrust her 13-year-old son to a 17-year-old? Mothers do not typically hand over their children, especially ones as young as 8, 9, 10, 11, or 13, unless there was prior knowledge of cash money records becoming a $1 million business. This lead me to believe that Birdman, BG, and Lil Wayne are likely interconnected, hidden family members. Perhaps this is why the mothers are willing to leave their child with a 14-year-old millionaire.
And that'd make it incest when he putting his mouth all on his.
In the projects. It's clear that there's more to the story than we've been led to believe. The reality is, if it's true, they may never publicly acknowledge it. As of now, they tell us, his alleged stepfather, Reginald Rabbit McDonald, he was reportedly taken out of the picture due to a supposed murder. In fact, during an interview, Lil Wayne mentioned that on the day his stepfather passed away, Birdman picked him up and remarked, "What's wrong? You look like you just lost a father."
the day my pop, Reginald McDonald, the day he passed in 96, Stunner picked me up that same day. The same day. I got in the car, I had a little look on my face. He said his exact words was, "Look like you just lost your father. What's wrong?" I mean,
how old were you?
I was what that was like 14.
14. Yeah. Were you close with your pops?
Yeah.
I'm sure fans will easily interpret this as an implication that Birdman was somehow involved in that so-called murder, but I don't view it that way. This gives the impression of a scripted storyline. Given that Birdman was reportedly savvy enough to evade prison at just 14 years old and handle $1 million, it's unlikely he would suddenly say this and have a child recall such a statement. This would ultimately raise questions if Wayne would have told someone. Wayne's public statement about this decisively indicates that he feels Birdman was involved, or want us to think he was involved, planting the seed for a future media soap opera. Otherwise, why would he say it? Making such assertions has the potential to create serious tension between Birdman and the family of his alleged stepfather, Rabbit. But to me, it seems that they might be fabricating a backstory to set the stage for a future film about his life at the end of his career. Furthermore, another odd thing is that Lil Wayne referred to his stepfather using his full name.
The day my pop, Reginald McDonald, the day he passed.
This is not typical behavior for someone who has been raised by or had a close bond with another person. But what we know is that
it's different in the black community. We often have members that have grown into elders that still be called by their first names. I'm not sure if it's like that in the white community, and you probably have a less of a stepfather element in the white community. And our stepfathers we call aren't always stepfathers, usually aren't stepfathers. Stepfathers are someone that actually marries your mother. We claim our mama's dudes as stepfathers more likely than not. And I'm pretty sure, and I can't confirm, that his mother probably didn't marry this dude. So he probably just calls him that out of respect, even though he was a father figure.
Rappers, and artists in general, exaggerate, dramatize, or fabricate their lives in their public personas to build a compelling persona. In hip-hop, having a strong, unique identity helps you stand out. Some artists may create or enhance stories to seem more dangerous, successful, or real than they actually are. It's often a mix of marketing, creative license, and industry executives. Hip-hop has roots in so-called real-life struggle, but also in performance and storytelling, which can blur the line between fact and fiction. But you should know that by now.
Niggas turn bitch like they got on a dress and shit. When a real nigga get to addressing shit, who y'all think y'all impressing with that facade? Not the niggas I'm pressing with. I charge, y'all just.
So this what I don't understand. How does a non-Pacoima guy knows what a guy from Pacoima does in
One thing
Pacoima?
about with whack, they don't like me because when I say something, it be real, and I'm gonna show you the proof of it. I'm never gonna let nothing come out my mouth that I don't have the proof.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
You say whack lied on you. So I'm speaking in general. If a nigga lie on you, you got all right to lie on them. You know what I'm saying? That's just what go with anybody. But whack never lied on you.
Looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
I gotta carry this with me wherever I go. Wherever I go, I gotta keep this with me.
Yeah, neighborhood nip bustin'. Giving a shout out right now to SPR in the streets. My name is Spot Low, y'all already know what it is. Source Name. It's neighborhood nip hustling. Big shout out to SPR, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.